Good evening. Good evening. I am Persia Nicole, the power of the P, baby. And of course, it's also the power of the Black Dollar. Tonight, we're driving Black businesses for the holiday, sponsored by Nissan. And if you listen to my show Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on 92Q, I'm all about the Black Dollar. I'm all about making sure the money circulates in our culture, okay, and stays in our culture and beyond. So if we don't support each other, I'm always like, yo, because who else is going to support us, right? So tonight's very, very special. I'm going to make sure I show the power of 3 Black businesses tonight. A 360 photo company, okay, we'll have a party. A nail salon owner and a podiatrist, all Black owned, okay? So huge shout out to our sponsor for the night, Nissan, for helping us put on this amazing event for our Black business owners together. Fun fact, my first car was a Nissan Altima, so this is like a full circle moment. They helped this Black girl right here create magic in my favorite car throughout college. So shout out to Nissan. Gift yourself what you've always wanted this holiday season at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive event. Shop at your local Nissan store or nissanusa.com. All right, so while you're shopping, let's get this party started real quick. In the rain, great weather, right, to be inside and talk to one another. Let's get this vibe going. First Black business of the night, Dr. Claymon Stevenson of Stevenson Podiatry. Hey, Dr. Stevenson.
Hey, how are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful, wonderful. Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be
let's
here.
Let's talk about your slogan, your motto in the back.
Oh, my motto. My mom came up with the motto. And so somebody told me I should do that legal thing, but it says we treat the agony of defeat. Okay. It was kind of cute and catchy, so I kind of plastered on my wall there.
Yeah.
So that is our official motto and have been since the inception of my business.
I love it. Go mama for coming up with that right there.
That's right.
Let's first talk about what made you get into podiatry. Like, what made you say, you know what, I'm going to help somebody's feet out. I'm going to make sure the feet is looking good and feeling good. What made you do that?
It's a very good question. Actually, what got me involved in or wanted to become a foot doctor specifically was sports medicine. Mm-hmm. I remember 100 years ago when Michael Jordan was at his peak in his 80s, I remember hearing about him having a foot injury. And they were casually talking back and forth about a podiatrist. And I was like, whoa, what is that? That sounds interesting. And my mom had a podiatrist, actually. He was kind of like my mentor. I think he's retired now, but he was kind of like my mentor. And she used to go and she had a foot done, bunions, hammer toes, that type of stuff. She had them taken care of. And I talked to him, and that's how I got my interest in podiatry. It was like, hey, look, I hadn't even heard of podiatry until I got out of, until I was like in college, late college. That's how I got into podiatry. And I said, hey, look, apply to, first I had to finish college, take the MCATs. That's the course that people take to gain entrance into medical school. And I was blessed to be able to be accepted at one of at that time, 7, that's right, count them, 7 podiatry schools in the country.
Wow.
And so I started off, yep.
Okay, mm-hmm. All right. He said, come on, let me make sure I make it clear. 7, right? I think it's amazing. For viewers tuning in right now, let's break down exactly what a podiatrist treats for those people who do not know.
Okay, podiatrists treat anything from soft tissue of the leg, just under the knee, down to the foot and ankle. Everything from dermatological or skin, nerves, evaluate arteries, veins, and as well as the muscle skeletal parts of the foot and ankle. All righty. And some areas, in this area, we can only treat up to the soft tissue of the leg. And the leg is defined as that area just under your knee.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. So let's talk about, first of all, what is the most common problem people have with their feet, especially in the Black community? Because I feel like growing up, like my grandmother, like my great aunts always be like, girl, like these bunions, honey. So is it the bunions or what is it?
Okay. All righty. A bunion. Okay. Most common thing I see in my particular practice is painful nails and calluses and bunions. Now, what is a bunion? Everybody wants to know what a bunion is. People that, your big toe joint, okay, that knuckle on your big toe joint that kind of sticks out. You've seen them. You've seen them. Everybody's seen them. Any comedy show that talks about feet, seen them. That is a bunion. Mm-hmm. Now, how do you get bunions? A lot of times it's two ways, well, several ways you can get bunions. Some of it's heredity. You get it from your mom or your dad, just like you mentioned, your mom or your grandma said, hey, look, bunions. That's one way.
I
The
don't
other
have
way,
bunions, by the way. So
huh?
it skipped me. I don't have bunions, by the way.
Okay. I'm going to get to the next reason why you could get bunions. That's more mechanical, which is shoe gear. Ill-fitting shoes, shoes that pointy-toed shoes. Shoes that are too narrow, that fly shoe that when you go to the mall, you see that fly shoe, you're like, oh man, I've got to have that shoe. Oh, it's not my size. Well, I'm going to buy it and put some hot water and squeeze my foot into it. That can cause bunions. Okay. And yes, they're very painful. Got a test for you. If you're wearing a shoe and you can't keep it on more than 2 hours, that's an ill-fitting shoe. Ooh. And I've seen a lot of women wear those stilettos and then those red bottom shoes, talking about my cousin, red bottom shoes. But then before the end of the night, they done kicked them off and they got their backup shoes, the sandals. They're flip-flops, slippers.
Dr. Stevenson, when I wear my red bottoms, I feel like I'm like dying on the inside. My feet feel like they're bleeding, but it's so cute. So it's so hard.
Yeah. No, that's a no. Well, actually, it's good for me, but bad for you.
Right, okay. Because I'm going to come to you when it forms, because I'm probably still going to wear them. I'm going to tell you this now. I'm still going to wear them. So, how long do I have until I have to come see you? I've been wearing them for probably, some years now. Well,
I don't know how old you are, but usually bunions are in the arthritis family, degenerative joint disease, or what we call osteoarthritis. And usually they start to form or become symptomatic, meaning they pop up, it's okay, it don't hurt. But they start to become symptomatic between the third and fourth decade of life. So about 35, 40, they kind of start appearing and it just kind of progressively get worse. So by the end of the fourth decade, usually is when folks are coming to see me, about 45 or 50 years old. They're coming to see me. I can't wear my shoes anymore. And I try to put on my sandals or my slippers, and my largest shoe, it still doesn't help. And my feet hurt. That's when most folk come to see me by that time. And I wish they would come a little sooner, because I have some things that I could give them to help them before it gets to that point.
Okay, all right. So we probably gonna have to talk after this, because I don't know. Can we talk about really quick when it comes to like pedicures? Because I wanted to ask you, like they use like those cheese grater things. I heard those are also not really good for your feet as well. Like,
no, they're really not, because Miss Persia, do me a favor real quickly. Take your hands and do like this. What do you feel? Heat, exactly. So when they use those scrapers, they're not fast enough to really effectively quickly debride, as we call it, the hard skin, or exfoliate the hard skin. What happens is those things heat up, and not only it takes off the good skin, it takes off the bad skin, but it also takes off the good skin. That heat can break down the skin. You wouldn't put your foot over an open fire, would you? No. So that's why it's not good. It can cause breakdown, irritation, and in some cases, infection.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so we all got to go see Dr. Stevenson, because, child, we've been getting pedicures forever. Let's talk about this money situation. When we come see you, do you take insurance? If so, what type of insurance do you take? Let's talk about that.
Okay, well, we take most insurances in the Baltimore metropolitan area. So we take everything from Blue Cross Blue Shield, HMOs. I don't know if I can say particular names, but we take HMOs, MCOs, the Medicaid, Medicare. We take all types of insurance. The best thing I can say is give us a call with your issue and just tell us. We're going to ask you what kind of insurance do you have. 90% of the insurances in this area, in this community, meaning the Baltimore metropolitan community, we take. So it's usually that's pretty. Some insurances need a referral. Some of them you just kind of set an appointment and come on in and throw your feet up on the table.
Throw your feet up on the table, honey. Okay, I'm kicking my shoes off. I'm getting comfy in there. What's the website and the phone number we can contact you?
Okay, the phone number is 410-355-3519. And the website is stevensonpodiatry.info. Okay, and my, that's the website, phone number, and my address is 4000 Annapolis Road, Suite 105, Halethorpe, Maryland, 21227. And my office is located just down the street, probably about 2 miles from the, what is that called? The flea market, the Patapsco Flea Market. We're easy accessible by light rail, by bus, and we have plenty of parking for those who have cars. And we're there Monday through Fridays from 9 to 4.
Okay, and I think we have a question too. I want to remind you, as we are talking with these Black businesses tonight, you can add any questions that you want into the chat. Let's see if we can get it up here. Exfoliating your feet, honey. Oh, yes. Wood is good for that.
Well, actually, what I try to tell people for exfoliating the feet is using some sort of urea cream. That's the safest way. I don't suggest that people start, like we talked about, using all these kind of buffers and scrapers unless you see a professional. But the best way to exfoliate is an emollient, urea cream, and they sell them over the counter. Prescription urea creams are just a higher concentration, and you basically apply them on, and it kind of, like you said, exfoliates the skin. And I go with strictly urea cream because there are other chemicals and other exfoliants that people may be allergic to, so you have to be careful with that.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Stevenson. Make sure you go check him out at Stevenson Podiatry. We all got to get our feet together, and we're going to definitely come see you. I'm going to come see you.
Thank you.
Yes. Have an amazing night. Thank you so much again. Listen, tonight it's all about our Black businesses. Shout out again to Nissan for helping us make this event happen tonight. And just in case you didn't know, it's Nissan's Thrill of Drive event. So gift yourself what you really want this holiday season. Shop at your local Nissan store. Visit nissanusa.com today. Just like the holidays, these offers won't last. But you know what will last is, of course, the support of our Black businesses, the support and love for our culture. So next up, our Driving Black business for the holidays is Mel-Henson of Party 360. Hey, Mel, where's she at? Oh, first, Mel. First, before you even say anything, because you're gorgeous. But I want to play this video.
Thank you.
Yeah, because you are. I mean, your lighting. I mean, like, I don't know what's wrong with my lighting today. We're gonna play a little video, Party 360, so we can see how you get down.
Turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. Turn your lights on.
I love that. I love the lights.
Wow.
It's so professional, really, really cute.
Yeah, your guy hooked that up. Thank you so much.
Okay. So we know 360 photos and the videos have become like the rave of the parties. Like, ain't no party without a 360 party.
Okay? Exactly. Okay. So you get it.
I get it. But for those who don't get it and don't know like what is a 360 photo?
So basically a 360 photo is a slow-mo video where we're taking 120 frames per second while the camera is rotating around the subject. So oftentimes people get in the booth and they think they have to like spin around.
Yeah.
Like, no, don't do that because we don't want you to fall and hurt yourself.
Right. But for the record, don't stay still either. I've also seen people be like,
"Oh, absolutely, get your party
like,
on."
a little, like,
Yes.
Yeah.
We love that.
Clearly, it being one of the biggest trends, it's a no-brainer to get into business, right? It's very smart to get into business. But what made you get into it?
You know what? I've always loved photography, and I have a few friends that are professional photographers and just didn't have the time to really study and honor the craft.
Yeah.
So when this came along a few years ago, I remember seeing like Cardi B had it
Yeah.
out like before anybody, and the lights and everything, and the video going around, and people just going nuts. And I was intrigued. So I was like, you know what? Let me look into this.
Mhm.
And so I just decided after COVID, like, you know what? I want to get out and make people happy and be around celebrations and other folks. So this
Mhm.
just was a great way to do it.
Where do you bring your 360 photo booth to? Where are you bringing it? Are we only doing baby showers? Are we doing parties? Are we doing weddings, honey? What are we
Oh
doing?
my, what? So where do we not bring it? We have been to like commercial venues in Fells Point. We have been to baby showers, church anniversaries, weddings, of course. Um, let's see what else. Corporate events, galas, schools, proms. I mean, it's just everywhere. We've been to political campaign
Okay.
picnics outdoors. So we will go just about anywhere that you can fit our booth.
What services do you provide outside of this as well?
So we also have an iPad photo booth, which is
Okay.
more of the traditional photo booth that you would use with a backdrop. So that's still pretty popular as well. But by far, our 360, the LED photo booth that is pictured in the video, that lights up and is glass, everyone goes nuts for that. So we do that as well. And we are also looking to rent out backdrops. So we'll get a bunch of fun backdrops that if folks just need a backdrop for an event, they can come hit us up for that as well.
Yeah. So, like we were talking about earlier, everybody's doing these 360 photos, right? I would say the glass bottom is what sets you off from everybody else because, girl, I didn't see some rocky bottoms. I done been on it like, wait a minute, child. I'm gonna fall, right? But what do you think really sets you apart from other 360 photo booth companies?
Yeah, we're definitely not doing rocky bottoms over
Girl,
here.
you seen them, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, yes. No, we keep it stable.
Right.
um, but we do have two booths. So our first is a standard platform, which is typically made out of wood and covered in vinyl. Um, and then our second that we invested in was, we wanted to bring our clients and customers the best. We wanted that wow factor
Yeah.
at your event. And that's exactly what happens. I mean, we've done events in Virginia, DC, and Maryland now. And even people that say they have 360 photo booths are like, we haven't seen a booth like that before. So,
Right.
we try to stay on the cutting edge. So it changes colors. We can try to color coordinate it with your event. It really just looks like a spaceship. Like seriously, like people just are intrigued. It lights up and just, it's a lot of fun. So
It looked like a great time with the video too, as you are
it
tuning in
is.
tonight for Driving Black Business, sponsored by Nissan for the holidays. If you want to ask Mel a question, maybe you want to book her here in the DMV area, you can pop it up here. We're going to make sure we get that answered. Let's talk about price points too, because people want to know like where are they starting at? Like what's a good starting point for you to come out? Or do you do it hourly or like what?
So we try to create packages so that we can save people money. The other thing that I really wanted to do with my business was not only provide the best in products and service, but make it accessible to our people. So, I mean, we
Mhm.
service everyone, but budgets are tight these days. So we start as low as usually about 150 per hour. And
Mhm.
so that's if you're doing like 2 hours. But if you go to like 3 hours or more, then we try to just custom create packages that make sense. We'll start knocking off the more hours you book. We'll start knocking off 10, 15, $20 to try to make it make sense. And we always ask people like, what is your ideal budget? Because we
Yeah.
realize again, funds are tight for folks. But we want people, the single mom who has a sweet 16 coming up and their child asks for a photo booth, we don't want them kicking out $800 for a photo booth. So we really
Right.
try to work with folks. And we also have a low down payment or deposit, and then you can make payments on it. So that helps to really make it affordable for folks.
Come on, payment plan. Let's pop up a
Hey,
photo. Listen, I ain't mad at none of that. After since COVID, I'm telling you, I'm down with payment plan.
right.
Pop up a photo up on the screen, just so we can see. Look at that. Look at the glass bottom. I promise you, I have never been to a party with a 360 photo like this. I love it.
Thank you. We love
Yes.
it too.
So, yeah, I love that. I swear I never have with the glass bottom. It looks gorgeous in the light changing colors. If you're having an all blue party, all green, all pink, my
Yes.
ladies, it can color coordinate with the event. So
Right.
that's a
It be
vibe.
lit, girl. It be lit. Sorry.
It be lit. Yeah. Okay.
No, but yeah,
I heard you
it's
have a
a lot of
special
fun.
offer for our 92Q listeners as well as Magic. What is the special offer?
So we will do $100 off for the holiday season. So any event that you book, and you can book up until next June. So if you've got, graduation coming up or something like that, as I said, this is the perfect time to book prom reveals and things like that, and prom send-offs. This is a great time to book because you can not only save $100 on a package, but then you've got like 6 months to just put $50 on it every pay or whatever until it's taken care of, and you don't have to worry about that once the day of your event comes. So yeah, just mention 92Q or Magic 95.9 and we got you, or Persia Nicole.
Because I mean, why not? It's a power to saving paper, okay?
Absolutely.
Where can we get in touch with you and book our next event with you?
So at Party 360 DMV, which is on the my name label right there, is our Instagram. So you can contact us through IG, which many folks do. You can also go through our website, which is www.party360.co, not com, .co. Mm-hmm. So that's www.party360.co. Or you can give us a call or text us 443-652-2128 and just text us 360 and we'll hit you back and find out how we can help you.
Mm-hmm. When your lights, when they flash, like, is it, you can change like the different tempos too? I'm so like into this. I'm like,
you know what? I am not certain. My husband's like the tech guy. Yeah. So I have to see if we can actually like make it go to like tempos. I feel like it's possible, but yeah. I'm not 100% certain. So I'll have to find that out for you and get back.
I feel like we need to have a party. Okay. And then we're going to test it out at the party. That's what we're going to do. We're going to turn it up.
Absolutely. Hit me up, Persia Nicole. I got you.
Yeah. All right, Mel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
And thank you to Nissan.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, because Nissan is driving a Black business for the holidays. That's what's
awesome.
We got to make sure we support one another throughout the holidays. And 365.
Yes. Have a good one.
You too. All right. Thank you so much again. Let's keep driving Black business for the holidays, sponsored by Nissan. Before I get to my last Black business of the night, don't let amazing offers pass you by. Nissan Thrill of the Drive event. Shop NissanUSA.com. Of course, we have so many great people, phenomenal people here tonight. Podiatrists. We also had the 360 photo booths. Now we're going to make sure we get our nails done real good. Next up, my girl Sharmie, Taylor of Nails by Sharmie. I believe she's here too. Let me see if we can get her in here. Sharmie. Where's Sharmie at? I wonder if we can get some, look, we're now we're like on live. I wonder if we can get some other people back on here too. All right. So while we wait for Sharmie to get on here. Hey, Mel, you want to come back and hang out in?
Look, I need my nails done.
I like your Sharmie.
My nails done. But I think they have some pictures of her work too, Persia Nicole.
I have some pictures of her work, but I want to actually, while I waited for Sharmie to get back on here, probably the rain outside, child, with this Wi-Fi, Lord. I wanted to talk about really the importance of supporting our Black businesses here in the DMV area and really everywhere, because I feel like, once we support one another, that's when the money really starts to circulate in our communities the right way. And we have so many different phenomenal Black business owners, like the two of you and Sharmie as well, that why do we need to direct our money anywhere else? Especially when you think about podiatrists, I've never even been like, oh, here goes a Black podiatrist here in my neighborhood.
Right.
Like, seriously. And I think it's absolutely to see it, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I work in the medical field in my day job. Like, I'm a physician assistant, and I was excited, like, oh my gosh, I need to go see Dr. Stevenson.
Right.
So I'm all about supporting Black-owned businesses. I mean, you know what? African Americans have so much buying power. If we started to invest in each other and our own communities, we literally could just like change the the lives of so many people and really improve our communities.
Yeah, we're incredible consumers, but we need to get on the producing side. And that's what's so awesome about a platform like this that I truly enjoy. But I got to tell you, I definitely need to get your information as far as parties and stuff like that. Hey, you know, when I expand my business, I want to have a big party, and hey, there you go.
Absolutely. We'll get some cute feet videos.
There you go. I don't know. Now, maybe the after the surgery, maybe cute feet, but before, I don't. I don't know.
You can invite your clients to our party with the 360 photo booth that had already got the feet done, and we're gonna have the photos. Like, can you pan the camera down to the feet? You know how they do like shoe cam?
Yeah.
We probably can get feet in. Actually, we have really great angles that we can change on our camera and the arm on the booth, so we're able to get in very tight, and we're also able to get in out and really get the whole body. So
awesome.
Love it. All right, so let me see if I can bring in Sharmie to the party. Where's she at? Hey, girl, hey.
Yay.
Look, she's like, let me get my earpiece in. Hey, Sharmie.
Hello. I'm so sorry.
No,
I had some internet issues.
I told y'all it was because of the rain. I told y'all.
She said it.
All right, so Mel and Dr. Stevenson, I'm going to talk to Sharmie really quick, and then we're going to bring everybody back in just to say our quick goodbyes. So, Sharmie, I want to talk to you, of course, about Nails by Sharmie. Now, for the record, Sharmie has done my nails before. They were super top tier, okay? So I want you guys to see my nails when Sharmie did it. Let's bring the photo up so they can. Ooh, look at that, Matt, honey. Look at that. Let me tell you, Sharmie, like the coffin shape and everything to the T, my favorite, by far, my favorite nails. And then also sometimes when people do matte on your nails, the matte doesn't stay. It ends up getting shiny after a while. That matte stayed, honey, and was like, oh no, I'm here.
Yes. It was definitely one of my favorites. I was so glad that you asked for that color because it was my first hand at like a full set of matte in that tone. Yes. Yes, because as you know, yes, you were the one who like motivated me to do that because I had just gotten here and matte had just come out. So it was not something everybody was doing, but I was determined to make it. Girl, you could have asked me for anything and I was going to figure it out.
Well, you figured it out, honey, and you made it look good. And also, I remember we talked about like the bad chemicals that other techs use and how unsanitary it could be. And we all like, a lot of us ladies go to these nail salons and we have no idea how unsanitary it is and all the bad chemicals they're using. Can you talk about that?
Yes, there is one particular chemical that we try to avoid more than anything, aside from formaldehyde, which we've all heard about, which most companies are moving away from using in their products. There's a chemical called MMA, and it's sometimes very hard to pronounce, metamethyl acrylic. And it's actually used in dental work. So when you go get a partial or dentures, this is the liquid that they use with the same acrylic that we use, but instead it's put in a kiln like pottery. So it's heated up to a temperature where it's cooked off of whatever you're putting in your mouth before you've received it. Whereas when you put it on your body, it's absorbed into your bloodstream and your system. And in the long run, it could have some serious health issues, even as far as being a carcinogenic. And the FDA found that it is a very harmful chemical when applied to your skin, absorbed and continuously used, which is why a lot of people think it's normal to have those inflamed, red, blistered cuticles after you go get your nails done. Like, oh, my nails hurt for a few days and then I'm good. That is the exact thing you want to avoid at all costs when it comes to getting your nails done. You should not have tightness and swelling, redness, irritation. None of that should happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, look, Kyra also says, everyone in the Baltimore area, please book service and nails by Sharmie. You will not be disappointed. And I second that, Kyra, okay? I'm telling you, I got my nails done, and you saw the photo. You saw I was a nail model or whatever. You saw me.
Yep.
The experience was great. My nails were amazing. I learned so much from you just while doing that as well. And I think this is a great experience. The energy was great. How would you describe your style, though, as a nail technician?
I would say I have a very eclectic yet personable style. Yeah. My main goal is to cater to my clients, to provide a service to us, especially in our community, that we don't typically get. We go to the nail salon, we get rushed, we get hushed, we can't ask questions. We are told what we want, not asked.
Yep.
My intention is to give you the complete opposite experience when you sit in my chair. So,
and your work speaks for itself. Like, you saw my nails. While we're talking, let's also put up some more photos of some more work you've done. Look at that. Ooh, come on, designs.
Yes.
Going. I love that. So pretty. Ooh, look at the pearls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you were licensed in 2 different states. How long have you been in the industry? Because your work looks like you've been doing this forever, honey.
I have been in the industry since 1994. And I cannot remember, but maybe a few times where I've taken a break just between kids. And even when I had them, they were in a car seat on the floor while I was doing nails. Like, it's just something that I really love, and I enjoy teaching as well. Hopefully in the near future, I can get into that more so as well. I love sharing that knowledge because it's a craft that we all can benefit from having knowledge of. We don't get one set of hands. I don't know nobody yet replacing fingers. So, that if we don't take good care of them, at the end of the day, I can't imagine the battery and abuse over time. And I'm 70 and can't zip up my dress, not because of arthritis, but because my hands have been so battered and abused over the years just from bad nail care. Because you got some people who really don't care about cuticle care and your nail beds. It's just like your hair follicles. Your nails grow from the inside out. So we have to be taken care of, and we have to take care of each other. So, yeah.
Look, Pamela's like, ask her a question for the products to a nail concern. Absolutely. Listen, okay, so Sharmie is not just going to do your nails and send you on your way, okay? She's going to make sure that you have everything you need to make sure your nail bed is good. And you also offer all these different products too. So let's talk about that, because also Pepper, who was just on here, said, craft is amazing.
I make whipped shea butter. You can purchase shea butter probably at any beauty supply. But the one thing about that is that when you buy it in a store, because they need to have a certain shelf life, it's got glycol, alcohol, water, glycerin, and a bunch of other preservatives that you really don't want to put on your skin. Right. So I get mine imported. I get bricks of it. I cut it up like cheese cubes, and I whip it for my clients. There are only 3 ingredients to the shea I use. And that's 100% pure, unfiltered raw shea, almond oil, and essential oil. Nothing else. You will not get anything else. Shea butter has a natural SPF. It helps heal old scars, stretch marks, and so forth. And I just purchased, and I'm working on mango butter.
Oh, I like me good mango. Normally,
mango butter helps get rid of cellulite. Baby, when I get this down pat and I get some whipped mango butter for y'all, we're going to all be sitting around here looking tight and beautiful. Hands, knees, toes, everything. Thighs, hips. So I'm working on just doing that because naturally our skin is important to us. And we hear all of the black don't crack, but it does if you don't take care of it. But
Yep.
if we provide ourselves with the right tools that we need and the right services,
Yeah.
it's just like natural hair care or whatever it is that you do, skin care, hair care, our nails, our feet, as the podiatrist said, we don't get another set of those either. So, we have to take care of these are our temples. So my goal is to provide you all with things that you can actually use that actually benefit you and are healthy and won't just, be redundant in your daily routine, but that you can actually see the results. Eczema of that nature, they can be remedied with natural things like shea and mango.
Lori Brown said, go look at her work. She's dope. She's clean and professional. And I definitely second that as well. I think Pepper was saying something and Pamela was saying something. Now, Noi, I mean, like Pepper, like, all the hearts and stuff like that. Yes, as well as Slades. Amen to that. Where can people come to get educated, get Slades, and making sure that their nails are coming out looking amazing?
Yes. And I thank them. They have actually been in my chair. They have been here since I arrived in Baltimore. It has been a beautiful experience servicing the community. Y'all rock, top tier, the best ever. So I have to say, I have loved my time with you as much as you guys have loved your time with me.
Oh, Sharmie, she is the best. Please support her and go get some good nail care. Where can everybody follow you on social media and book an appointment with you?
Yes. Yep. Instagram, Nails by Sharmie. You can book right there. Link in the bio. Can't miss it.
All right, Sharmie, thank you so much. It has been a pleasure.
Yes,
and I'm coming back to come see you, girl.
Okay. I'm going to be waiting. I enjoy my time with you. And I need you to bring me something that you want that is not typical so that we can challenge the system.
We're going to do it. We're going to challenge it all over again. Don't worry about that.
I know, that's right.
Shout out to all our Black businesses of the night. Let's bring everybody on the screen before we go. Yeah, party! It is a wrap. It is a wrap. This has been amazing. And I'm so excited to be able to do this tonight. Of course, shout out again to our amazing sponsor, Nissan, for sponsoring this event. Go grab a car from them. It was one of my first cars when I was in college and always was dependable. Actually, I still have the car. I gave it to my cousin because I was being nice. Me, all right. Shout out to all the Black businesses as well. Don't let amazing offers pass you by at the Nissan Thrill of Drive event. Shop nissanusa.com. Before we go, let's share one more time how people can follow you guys on social media or book on your websites and next appointment. Let's go. Let me see. Dr. Stevenson, let's go with you first.
StevensonPodiatry.info. Remember, we treat the agony of defeat.
Now, go ahead, Neil.
Our IG is at Party360DMV. We are Party360, no space on Facebook. The website is www.party360.co, not com. And our number is 443-652-2128. And remember, fun starts here.
Yes, Sharmie.
Nails by Sharmie on Instagram, Nails by Sharmie on Facebook. Come let me bless your hands.
Oh, we're going to bless it all, honey. Listen, we got so many support right here in the DMV area. We are driving and supporting Black businesses. Shout out to Nissan again, just in time for the holidays. Make sure you get your feet taken care of. Make sure you get a party and get a Party 360 and then get your nails done because you don't want to show up to Thanksgiving with some broken nails. Okay, yeah. You can log on 92q.com for all details. And of course, we'll always have it posted on the YouTube page, Facebook as well. Good night.